So no matter what I do, no matter what I think about, I essentially always come back to iOS 17 and my thoughts and opinions on this whole entire version of software. And I've never felt this strong about a version of software. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say that I truly do feel like Apple could have done a way better job with iOS 17. Now, I think that if Apple was to go ahead and basically give us the exact same version of software that they just gave us with iOS 17, but kept the device list the same, I would have been totally understanding of it. And I probably would have been okay with some lackluster features and some minor features coming if that meant the same devices as before. But the problem is that when we're getting almost like an iOS 15 or iOS 12 type of update, which is not a major update, it's not a big massive change, but it does bring some cool things here and there. Those types of updates for the most part really do indicate that, these are minor upgrades, minor changes. There's not like a big flagship feature with them. For example, iOS 16 brought lock screen, customizations, brought a lot of other stuff like unsending and sending, unsending sent iMessages. iOS 14 brought widgets and so many other things. And if you look at those two versions of software, the same devices that are supported on iOS 14 are pretty much supported on iOS 16. But when I look at iOS 17, I just don't really see a reason why Apple went through and basically didn't give us that version of software on the iPhone 10, iPhone 8, and iPhone 8 Plus. And because of that, it really upsets me still. It's been like 2 weeks since this version of software came out, and it still upsets me that Apple went through and basically removed those specific devices from their device list for iOS 17. Now, looking forward, I do think we kind of have an idea of what Apple's going to be doing. Pretty much the iPhones that don't sell the best, those iPhones are pretty much going to be the ones that Apple's going to keep supported for a little bit longer. And then the iPhones that do sell fairly well or were pretty popular, like the iPhone 10, they're just going to cut off as early as possible. That way people will basically want to upgrade to the latest version of an iPhone, which is totally understandable. And even for a 2017 iPhone, I understand like that type of phone was, it's an old iPhone now, so the fact that it even got iOS 15 is pretty cool. The problem is that iOS 17 wasn't even that big of an update. So even for these, iPhone XS's and iPhone 11s and iPhone 12s that got the next version of software, it really wasn't even that big of a version of change to begin with. So what was the point of even reducing the amount of devices when they were already reducing the amount of features even per stepped up iPhone? The iPhone 12 got way more features than the iPhone 11. The iPhone 11 10R pretty much got the same features, but the iPhone 13 and 14 always get the most, the most amount of features within a software. So personally, I think Apple could have done a little bit of a better job here, and I don't know. I kind of hate iOS 17 to be honest. I'm sure it'll get better throughout time, but that's kind of how I feel as of right now. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.